know you don't have much time, but don't forget to upgrade your gear with Piero, if you like.
Ask me for any gear you need.
Off to Caldwin's Bridge, sir. We'll get our sleep later. Just climb aboard when you're ready. What do you think, Corvo? Caldwin's Bridge. You've been in the city for years, but you lived in Gunwall Tower with the late Empress, so maybe you haven't visited the bridge before tonight. Something to look out for. See all them lights on the water? That's right, we'll be spotted for sure. You're gonna have to shut off their power before I can pick you up. Now, about bringing Sokolov back alive, he's smart. Maybe even smarter than Piero. Got the whole Gunwall under his thumb with all that natural philosophy business. New technology, potions and the like. Seems dangerous to me. But what do I know? Here we are. I'll meet you at the arches under Sokolov's place when you're ready, Corvo. Assuming, of course, you've taken care of those floodlights.
Remind him about curfew?
No, you don't remind him. You chase him down, and you give him a severely deadly
beating is what?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Ain't no point yelling at me. Severely deadly beating.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwin's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwin's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise. By no foot traffic is allowed across Baldwin's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Baldwin's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise. Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Baldwin's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Baldwin's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Let me know if you want to gamble on the hounds again. You're such a choffer. Nobody's making rounds over here?
Curse the plague and this blasted curfew. How is anyone supposed to make a living?
Well now.
and visitors to our city. By order of the region, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Seen anybody with signs of the sickness? You always amuse me.
It. Even a wealthy man like you needs the city watch. Gangs are cutting throats and smashing windows left and right, and the weepers, excuse me, the plague victims are worse. Are you saying the Lord Regent is wrong for imposing curfew?
It won't do you any good to bait me, officer. But don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll profit. The smart man can come out ahead, even in the time of plague.
Sure, like that Sokolov. He's doing fine. Always a lot of exotic items coming and going from his place. Keeps this place running, at least for now.
Yes, yes, if by exotic you mean foul-smelling as a witch's bottom. The royal physician will be fine too, until he crosses the wrong man.
Who's over there? city's dead. We'll make it 3 more.
Hey, Papa, I'm learning. Can you see me learning? I am learning everything, and everything is before me.
Huh?
Rivers change course over many lifetimes, and eventually all bridges tumble down. 1,000 years ago, there was another city on this spot. The people carved the bones of whales into runes and inscribed them with my mark. Children still find them washed up in the river mud. Anton Sokolov has made a great study of my runes, but he's not special like you are. He wasn't chosen, and he doesn't wear my mark, so he can't unlock their secrets. Sokolov believes there are specific words and acts that can compel me to appear before him. He searches old temples in Pendicia and ruined sub-basements in the flooded district. He performs disgusting rituals beneath the old abbey. But if he really wants to meet me, he could start by being a bit more interesting.
Touch the charger before your ship when the duty officer brings it by, and the arc pylon will fry you.
Those things? Give me the willies, sir.
You'll be thankful when Slackjaw's boys come down the street to slit your ricker. It'll be fun to watch them trickle ash. It was a time.
Maybe wind or something. Something weird going on. What is this now? Get around him! Just charger before your ship. The arc pylon will fry you. Those things? Give me the willies, sir.
You'll be thankful when Slackjaw's boys come down the street to slit your ricker. It'll be fun to watch them turn to ash. There was a time. I think since the plague hit, none of them expects to live past 20. So why be scared of anything?
You there! Show yourself! City Watch, wake up! We've got some low-life breaking Yeah, he came through earlier. Made us all touch the charger and left for the legal district.
Okay, good. We can't lose any more men to the armed pilots. Touch the charger before your ship will see
Armed pilot will pry you.
Those things? Give me the willies, sir.
Well, that was a slack jobs, boys. Alex gone and saw the bridge. I hope he was smart enough to stash himself
Place before he got caught. You're the
was
one
a
told
time
him
to
to
scout
scout
around.
these things.
That's right. Scouting is when you find out what the guards are doing.
doing and come back.
Well,
20.
now we
Why
know
be
what the
scared
guards
of
are
anything?
doing. The reason you scout is so you don't end up in a cell. What Alec did was the exact opposite of scouting.
Anything scary? I don't need shit from you. Hey, you there! Show yourself! City Watch, wake up! We've got some low-life breaking curtains. Guards, eat men!
Got a prowler up there.
I'll write to her again.
She has to see reason.
prefer. Yeah, he came through early. Made himself touch the charger and left for the lead.
Okay, good.
We can't lose any more men to the arc pylons. Touch the charger before your ship when the duty officer brings it by, and the arc pylon will pry you.
Those things?
Give me the willies, sir.
You'll be thankful when Slackjaw's boys come down the street.
Street to slit your ricker.
It'll be fun to watch them turn to ash. There was a time when you didn't need these things to keep a gang of kids down. Playing it, none of them expect them.
Huh?
Guards! Eat metal! Huh? What the void of that joke? Heard something.
Gotta be here somewhere.
Check everywhere. I guess everything's
I know
all
something's
right.
up.
Gotta be here somewhere. I gotta stop chewing handle. Nothing here.
Don't crying about that dice game.
I don't need shit from you.
Chances are very good.
I just love watching them turn and turn.
What, them wheels? Yes. Around and around. Like the cycle.
Such a wondrous symbol of the progress.
happened to you?
Cigars tonight? Chances are very good. You haven't been thinking again, have you?
No, sir. Not thinking. I was just wondering, if Sokolov is testing elixirs on people to cure the plague, why is it he always asks for healthy citizens?
So
I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential according to the latest celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin, she should be dead by mid-morning tomorrow.
What is this? Thank you, whoever you are. He kept me in a cage, like an animal. The pain is horrible right now, so I'll just hide in a corner and leave when I'm feeling better.
All these rats crawling all over everything.
The royal physician himself. He made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off. Set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
Well done, Sokolov. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with the tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Attention citizens. This evening, the streets adjacent to Pendleton Manor will be closed for a private ceremony.
La di da di da di da, la di da di da, la di da di da, di da da da, la di da da.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be aware that looting of evacuated areas is a serious offense and will be summarily punished by officers of the watch. Display your...
Corvo, wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here. Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait again one day. Just me this time.
Royal Physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying the city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague. I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you. You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Curious strategy.
Of which I approve.
What are you thinking, Corvo?
I could use a drink.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The Ascendancy Circle has chosen...
So, you've already pried into the mind of the great Sokolov. I must admit, with both you and Sokolov, it's rather thrilling to have such notable figures here with us. I wonder if Sokolov's loyalties could be turned in our favor. The High Overseer is supposed to be the most pious man in the Empire, living completely in alignment with the Seven Strictures and guiding the people in the religious faction towards spiritual health.
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers, shaped like snowflakes. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, looking through the lock. I realize, well, everything you're thinking I already realize. I'm a natural philosopher, but that doesn't mean I'm not a gentleman, or I try to be one. It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It cost me quite a lot. It is very expensive stuff, a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it?
I'll leave it to you. But if you get tired of questioning Sokolov, I'll let you know that his taste
Not
for
the
King Street
swill
brandy
to be
is
found
legendary.
here, but the
I think
fine
you'll find
spirits.
it might.
King Street brandy? I didn't know any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste. I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
He's right. You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent and take her out in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, you'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
I swear I never saw her face. Although I can vouch that her hindquarters are the finest in the city. And perhaps the Empire itself.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not for young girls to hear about.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be quiet now.
Very well. Everything was so fancy at the Golden Cat, but in a different way than the palace was fancy. The old Madame Prudence said that all the ladies are princesses and the men come to admire them.